What do we have here but a package from one Jason Packard of Muh Toys fame? If you notice, anything that he sends you has this awesome Muh Toys tape from the Muh Toys Group. Yes. Oh, this is a very special one indeed. I wish that I had all of the figures to go along with it, but I do not. These are some of his prestigious challenge coins. If I can get into the box, man, this thing is secure. I do love the Muh Toys tape. Everything is packed exquisitely inside. Packing peanuts. Oh, what have we here? Oh, a nice cover letter that we're going to have to read over, along with some file cards printed on original style paper for the mail away Steel Brigade and I'm drawing a blank here. Create a Cobra. Steel Brigade and Create a Cobra figures. Now, each of these does come with a file card and a wax seal in a velvet box. So we can open this up here. Oh, he included a patch. That's awesome. You get a Create a Cobra patch, and yes, we will take an up-close first-person perspective look. These are slightly oblong, so I'll have to turn this here. I don't want to get fingerprints on it. I'm just going to turn it enough so that I can show you the challenge coin. Yeah, let's get that in there. Like this. And you have the, from the original G.I. Joe styling, the 1960s G.I. Joe field manual styling, you have the manual that comes along with the challenge coin. So we'll set this one aside. A few of these in here. These were personalized for me. We also have his own creation, the Create a Grenadier figure that comes with a cast Crimson Guard Immortal head, which, if you know anything about the Create a Cobra figures, they were basically a Target figure molded in fuchsia with a Create a Cobra head, or I'm sorry, with a Crimson Guard Immortal head. Now this one, the Create a Grenadier, would be a Target Iron Grenadier body in the same colors with the black Crimson Guard Immortal head, and you get a Destro patch with this one. Very nice color printing here on the field manual. We'll set this one aside. What is this one? There's another pink seal. Oh, that was one thing that I wanted to show you here. I didn't really. But you do have the gold wax seal for the Create a Grenadier. And the third coin we have in here. I did receive a fourth blank coin, but the Cobra coil. Yes. We'll set that sleeve aside, and we'll open up this Cobra coil set. Comes with the head so that you can paint the visor yourself, and a Create a Coil patch. Then you have the Create a Coil field manual and operations manual, and the coin itself. And these are laser engraved on the rim of the coin, on the edge, with your chosen file name. I don't think you did that for everyone. Only those who chose to fill out the card. So this one is the blank prototype. Jason gives me these as a gift. The patch and the coin. Beautiful, vibrant colors. I love the way that he's done this. as with all of his challenge coins. And I have all of them. But we'll take an up-close and personal first-person look at all of the challenge coins available from Mr. Packard in the Muh Toys Facebook group. I do want to read you the cover letter that we have here, which is also printed on luxurious... I do want to read you the cover letter before we get started. And, of course, it's printed on luxurious stock. It's a very, very high-quality stock of paper. From the desk of Jason Matthew Packard, Spring 2023, I would like to extend my gratitude for taking part in my 5th product offering, the Create a Cobra Commemorative Challenge Coins. What you see before you is a close follow-up of the highly sought-after Steel Brigade Challenge Coins for 2022 and 2023, coinciding as the 30th anniversary of the personalized Create a Cobra mail-away figure of 1993. The amount of thought and effort put into this set is equal or even greater than the Steel Brigade coins of last year. There are 2 chase variants based on the Coil Trooper, Create a Coil, and based on the Target Iron Grenadier. With limited mintage of 93 Create a Cobras, because they were a figure from 1993, 65 Create a Coils, and just 35 Iron Grenadiers, with 2023 being the 35th anniversary of the Iron Grenadiers. So your mintage coincides with certain aspects of the figures. This set comes with no less than 4 included pieces in addition to the coin in velvet display box with my signature wax seal. This is the world's 2nd personalized GI Joe coin. The file cards also represent weeks of invested time, referring to over 24 vintage cards among my own collection and those of others. I anxiously searched worldwide to locate the long since discontinued correct weight antique tractor feed paper to truly bring home the feeling of opening that box and seeing the magic that you helped create. G.I. Joe is for all of us. As time has marched onward, many of the G.I. Joe toys we grew up with have increased in value tremendously on the secondary market, to the point many collectors simply cannot afford or justify reacquiring them. Create a Cobra is just such an example. Even more so than the figure, the rare file cards and Cobra sticker sheets are often well over $250 each, if they can be found. The sticker sheet was an afterthought by Hasbro, in place of a unit patch. It was considered a bad idea to have boys envisioning themselves as the bad guys, complete with embroidered patches like the Steel Brigades. To that end, I have included not only a beautifully reproduced file card with your data, but also the sticker sheet, reproduced on professional-grade vinyl, and a custom patch that we never got. For many collectors of various means, this represents a simple and effective way to own a piece of rare G.I. Joe memorabilia that may have otherwise never found its way to each of us. A professionally cast Crimson Guard Immortal helmet is included with chase variant sets to allow you to produce your own Create a Coil and Iron Grenadier figures, which I did, and I will show you the figures, using the 2006 G.I. Joe Convention exclusive Coil Trooper and the 1989 Target, respectively. The recommended paint for the visor is Tester's metallic gold enamel, which I did use on both of those figures. And then you have his signature, Jason Packard. You have the Muh Toys logo, which is fashioned after the Toys R Us logo. And these should be available at Joe Fest in Augusta. On the back, we have some acknowledgments. Create a Coil and Iron Grenadier file card color palette swaps by Matthew Smelser. Create a Cobra custom patch design created by Matthew Smelser. Cobra logo and Order of the Serpent laurel wreath pattern created by Ron Rudat. Professionally cast Crimson Guard Immortal helmets by Dennis Carbaugh. Crimson Guard Immortal helmet worn by Jason Packard on the obverse by Gerald Weiss. Everything with this is very, very much thought out, and just it's a very high-end collectible piece of memorabilia. I don't typically collect memorabilia, but these are pieces that I must have in my collection. Here you have the Create a Cobra sticker sheet, and these are on printed and cut vinyl, so there is no mistaking these for the originals. They are not the same. The originals would have been paper. Here you have that vintage paper stock. I believe that Mr. Packard purchased the last existing reams of this paper that he was able to find, and it's printed in much the same way that the Steel Brigade file card and the original Create a Cobra file card would have been created, or would have been printed. And you have my vital statistics that I wrote up here. Based on that, he creates a traits section that's like the bio with the abilities and the personality. Won't go over all of that, but you also have the same thing. You have the vinyl sticker sheet with the Create a Coil and the file card on that wonderful antique stock. I'm going to have to frame all of these, I think. And then for the Create a Grenadier, Iron Grenadier command file card, you have the vinyl sticker sheet, which is extremely nice. This is such a cool piece to have. And you have the same type of file card on that vintage paper stock, and then I have the blank one here as well, and another sticker sheet. Let's get up close and personal here with these three coins. Here you have the patch. Again, very high quality, very similar to the Steel Brigade patch that was included with the Steel Brigade figure. And here you have the challenge coin. Don't want to get fingerprints all over it. It's textured. And then you have an enamel inlay. Create a Cobra 1993 to 2023. On the obverse, 30 years, Semper Fidelis Centaurum. Semper Fidelis Serpentum. I think that's what it says. Yes. I've read that 100 times and not sure why I didn't get that quite right. But it does pop into the velvet lined box here. And let's take a look at this. Your operations manual. Gives all the information here about the design, what's on the obverse and the reverse, and on the rim. And then you have the information here about the Create a Cobra, continued on the back. And again, all of the information. Basically, most of that is what we read on the cover letter. Let's place this back in here. These boxes are so nice to have. So here you have, again, a patch. I believe these are iron-on. I never would iron any of these on when I was a kid. But I believe that's how they work. So obverse, reverse, Create a Cobra. And this is for the Iron Grenadiers color scheme, which is a target with the Crimson Guard Immortal helmeted head. Semper Fidelis Serpentum, 30 years. You have a black inlay here on the reverse. Black and red inlay. with the gold color of the, I believe these are cast in brass. So go ahead and put this patch right here. Nope, I forgot to show you the operations manual. Same type of information. Most of that is what you're going to see on each of these, but they do vary in the information about their specific subject. So there we have that. And then the coil. Create a coil patch. Same shape as the Create a Cobra. And an up close look. And I love that green and gold. Then on the reverse, we have the black inlay with the green inlay. It's all so thought out and so meticulously executed. And the operations manual. Now the coil is one that not everyone is going to necessarily recognize. But the coil was a secret society within Cobra that wished to usurp Serpentor's position as Emperor and reinstall Cobra Commander as the supreme leader. There we have that piece. Now I will show you the customized or kit bashed figures that go along with these. Here we have the Convention Coil Trooper with the Crimson Guard Immortal head, the visor, and the Cobra emblem painted metallic gold. A really cool figure itself. There you see the original head to the figure in the bottom of the packaging. A very cool figure in itself, but adding in that Crimson Guard Immortal head really, really sets that figure off. The same thing with Target. You have the complete Target body, and this is a 1980, when did he come out? 88 Target body with the Crimson Guard Immortal head. 88 or 89, I would have to look. But you can find this figure fairly cheap, especially if you don't go after one that has accessories. Just go after one that has good paint apps, and then you can add that Crimson Guard Immortal head and have yourself a Create a Grenadier. Thank you all very much for joining in this unboxing and in-person close-up look at the new challenge coins from Jason Packard. If you have not yet joined the Muh Toys Group, check out the description to this video. There's a link to that group on Facebook where you can see all of this stuff as it gets released and have a chance at getting your own set of challenge coins from Mr. Packard himself. All right, guys, be sure to check out the description for links to other things. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Let's engage and talk about these fine pieces of memorabilia that have been created here. See you all soon. Cobra!